This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. So let's talk a little bit about what's next for him. WrestleMania 12. I guess we should mention there was a dark match where Ahmed beat Isaac Yankem, whatever. But WrestleMania 12 we recently covered was Ahmed teaming with Yoko and Jake Roberts. And the immediate pullback on the push for Ahmed seems to be noticeable here. I mean, I know it's all decent talent. I mean, Jake was once a top guy. Clearly so was Yoko. Vader has been near the top of the cards. So have Owen and Davey. But when it feels like, man, we're slamming Yoko, we're working with Jarrett, Shawn Michaels is name dropping us in promos. It feels like, hey man, we're on track for the IC or we're going to be challenging for the world title soon, but he's in a 6-man. Is this simply because we don't think he has the in-ring, skills yet? And we love his charisma, but we need him to get more familiar and more comfortable and get some more ring time. Or Go ahead. Finish. No, I was going to say, or is it more of a, hey man, we've already got our story sort of laid out for WrestleMania. We're going to get him on the card here, get him featured, get him a payday. And then we've got plans on the other side.
Yeah. Go back and look at WrestleMania 12. The card was stacked, and to be on it is a big moment in and of itself. So to be on it, be featured with the top guys that he was in there with, I think is good. He didn't have a program at the time, and still, yes, you need ring time and you need to build and you need to continue to do all this. Even when you bring him in on top, you still have to build them.
Let's talk about, by the way, if you want to hear more about that match, we just covered WrestleMania 12. But I think you would say, and then the bell rang, but check it out in the archives. Shotgun Saturday Night debuts on January 4th from the Mirage nightclub in New York. And besides Marlena flashing Bob Backlund, the most memorable moment is Ahmed Johnson hitting D'Lo Brown with the Pearl River plunge on a car. Talk me through this. What do you remember about this spot?
It was our first Shotgun Saturday Night. We were live, and that was pretty difficult to do in syndication in those days because you are in syndication and now you want this thing to be live. You're dealing with oftentimes markets that are not beyond prime time. Most markets weren't set up in those days to take live feeds in at all hours of the day. So it was a little difficult, but we really wanted to make an impact with this live Shotgun Saturday Night, and you're in New York City. Man, let's do some wild and crazy stuff. So we wanted to do some Wild West stuff, which ended up with D'Lo getting Pearl River plunge on top of a car. It's like, let's take it to the streets. Let's go on out. Let's have some fun. That was the same one where we chased Corny out in his underwear and everything too, right?
Here's what I want to know though. You've told us before, one of those backstage skits where guys are, taking bumps in cars. It was a rib on Jim Cornette. And I think you've told us before
it wasn't a rib on Jim Cornette. No.
Okay. All right. Whatever. Here's my thing. Whose car was this? Whose car were you fucking up? And was this a tongue in cheek? Was this Howard Finkel's
No, this was actually just a car that we rented for this stunt.
Okay. Wait a minute. You rented it? Somebody was getting banned from Enterprise for life after that.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.